I will try to go through my explanations, but sometimes you have to pick your decision. Blood Veil Purveyor. So it does give blood tokens, which is going to be a lot stronger. It's like card selection. But it's a 4 mana 5/6 with flying and trample. It will give them blood tokens, but I do not care. This is so much power. So we also have the Whispering Wizard, which would be great if I could get a non-creature deck, because the 1/1 flyers do add up. They do end up being the means to get a finishing touch. They do end up being finishers. Skulking Killer, to get an opponent to have exactly one creature is pretty rare, so I'm not really that high on it. Wolfkin Outcast, I've seen if you have the Werewolf deck, this is an amazing... It's a 4 mana 5/4 that becomes a 6/5 drawing you cards. Like, Adamant Will's fine. Lacerate Fresh is okay. Desperate Farmer, Doomed Dissenter, Pointed Discussion. There are a lot of good black cards in this deck pack, so I think I will be being past black cards, even if there's other people that end up choosing black. So, that's good. Thirst for Discovery is a card draw. Felsteiner stays in the color. Doesn't force me to be blue-black just yet. The Exploit it is a card draw itself. So this draws 2 cards, then you discard a basic land. This also draws 2 cards, but it also gets you a 3/2 Death Toucher at the cost of losing one of your weaker creatures, or it can just exploit itself. But like a 3 mana 3/2 Death Touch is great. 3 mana and a draw 2 cards, lose 2 life is pretty good. And the fact that sometimes you can get both is fantastic. Felsteiner is the pick. Retrieve, I obviously, as you saw my last deck, I love value, so definitely would have liked to Retrieve. But I'm okay with it not being there. Thirst for Discovery is a good card that I'm passing up. We're definitely passing up some good blue. Dawnheart Disciple might make a round. Undying Malice isn't the best black card. Ceremonial Knife, I would like, but I don't think people are going to be letting me have it. I don't really think I'm going to be getting a good card out of this pack, because the only real good cards are the uncommons. Yeah, the best cards are all the uncommons, and we already grabbed them. Alright, so, looking at this pack, Markov Waltzer is the best card. The problem is, it's 2 colors that I cannot guarantee. Grisly Ritual is okay. I could definitely see myself playing it and being happy. That being said, there is some value in going Fleeting Spirit. Some people say this card isn't that good. Like, 2 mana 3/1 is sometimes good enough. And then the fact that it has the ability to gain First Strike in some situations, and of just dodge removal, is awesome. I'm going to grab the Fleeting Spirit. The Grisly Ritual would be pretty cool to come back around. Otherwise, we're getting the Honored Heirloom is my guess. A lot of blue, but I don't think we can guarantee their colors. Just pick 10 and pick 11 are going to suck. That's all I'm guessing that pick 10 and 11 are going to suck. Alright. Whew. So I could Evolving Wilds, Desperate Farmer, stay in that one color that we know we have. Vilespawn Spider is very much off our color, but it's a very powerful card. I might honestly pick Vilespawn Spider, because I'm okay losing a Desperate Farmer. Then again, in Black-White specifically, Desperate Farmer does become better. So, if Vilespawn Spider rotates all the way back around, that tells me we were in the wrong color. I do want to be able to escape this color if something goes wrong. But right now, it looks like Black-White is giving us good choices. Blue is being quite prevalent. Even if we see a lot of blue, it might not say that this color is available. Piercing Light's not better than Desperate Farmer. Evolving Wilds, I don't think is making it around, but it's nice to have available. Yeah, I'm going Desperate Farmer here. Unholy Officiant is not good. No cards in black. So it's either the Wolf Strike, the Flourishing Hunter, or the Spore Crawler. So this pack just says green is wide open. I just don't know which green I want. Like, these are the 3 premium green commons, and I get to have one. So I'm going to assume if I get this, I'm splashing. And if I'm splashing, the removal is the most splashable of the cards. So, yeah. Other than that, not a good uncommon. Just a 1 mana 1/2 usually. Ceremonial Knife is pretty cool, but I actually want to give myself an escape route. Alright. Geistlight Snare, if you control a spirit enchantment. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just not really seeing the colors that I want. I'm going to pick the Cruel Witness because it is the best card in this pack, even though it doesn't really fit any of our color combinations. Like, we just need to figure out what color's available, and I just don't see it. Alright, Cruel Witness is a 4-mana 3/3 flyer. That's something. Alright. Undead Butler. I think if we are a color, it's black. Cobbled Lancer is pretty good, but we need to either throw it in the grave or have ways to throw it in the grave. Undead Butler will mill us some cards, allow us to bring back creatures. Like, we can play Undead Butler, sacrifice it to Felsteiner, get a card back, and just get a ton of card advantage off of it. So Undead Butler, I think, is where I want to be, even though 2-mana 1/2 doesn't feel that good. Cobbled Lancer is great if you have ways to get cards in your graveyard. Reckless Impulse is not bad, but like, I'm trying to be careful how many colors I'm escaping into. Alright, pick 8. Another Cruel Witness. A Lantern Bearer? Okay, that's the signal that blue is open. I'm taking the Lantern's Lit, I think. Lantern Bearer is a nice little 1-drop, easily sacrificable with Felsteiner. Lantern's Lit is a powerful enchantment that allows us to win games. Cruel Witness is back around. Grisly Ritual's around. Black, blue, I think, is our colors. I'm going to pick the Lantern Bearer because it's the best card here. Alright. Doomed Dissenter, because we want to do black-blue, it looks like. Doomed Dissenter works great with all the exploit mechanics that's going to be around. Self and Tumor is pretty nice. But I think, yeah, that showed us that blue was available, and we are already going black. Stitches Sit goes into that deck. Pick 11. Repository Scab also goes into that deck. Might be the worst card. Might get cut, but it allows the exploit. It goes in. Alright. Another Stitch Assistant over the Sheltering Boughs? I think so, yep. I will pick the Sheltering Boughs over the additional one, but it looks like blue-black is our colors right now. Keswick Wolf Rider, pretty cool, but not where we want to be. Biolume Egg. So if you saw the last draft, this card's pretty awesome. You sacrifice it, and then you get a 4/4, and it scries 2 before that opening. We are the black-blue deck. We want this card. We could get passed back a Gluttonous Guess or a Cruel Witness. Both would be amazing. I'm okay taking a point of discussion. Markov Waltzer, someone took it last time, so I'm assuming there is someone already in the white deck, red deck, being very happy. We are not them. That's okay. Biolume Egg. The other option was Cruel Witness, but we already have 4 exploit cards. Oh man. So yeah, we have zombies everywhere. Zombie. Like, the zombies are sacrificing, the zombies come out of Doomed Dissenter. All that stuff. And we have zombies you control have flying, and turn creatures into flying zombies. It's another sacrifice for Biolume. Yeah, I could turn Blood Veil Purveyor into just a 4-mana 6/6 flyer. Like, yeah, I think we're the black-blue zombie deck pretty easily. We could also possibly get the Whispering Wizard. We could get the Scattered Thoughts. We could get Diagraph Scavenger. There is so much black and blue in this pack right now. It's amazing. But yeah, Groom's Finery, just +2/+0. Again, the other equipment is white, so not really much chance. So the question is the Desperate Farmer or the Skywrap Scab? Courier Bat, is there enough life gain for me? The only life gain is the Desperate Farmer. So I think I will pick the Scab or the Chill of the Grave. That's actually... So between the two, we have 12 creatures, 0 non-creatures. I actually do like this. It's 2 mana, draw a card, knock them down for a bit. And yeah, I think I like the Chill of the Grave, Skywrap Scab. We're going to get better late game, I think. And if we don't get better late game, we actually want to turn this into a tempo list. So this card cycles. It's 2 mana a lot of the time. It's great. Alright, another Lantern Bearer is definitely the pick. Just gets us more flyers. Lets our creatures fly away if I need to. Good exploit fodder. All good things. Getting these Lantern Bearers feels fantastic, I should say. Distracting Geist. Yeah, again, someone's getting red-white and they are very happy. We might get the Ceremonial Dagger. We might get the Wedding Invitation. But I'm happy with where we are. Alright. So the question is, do I go Mind Leech Ghoul, get ourselves more exploits? Or do I go Scattered Thoughts, get ourselves some card advantage? We have 3 4-drops, 2 2-drops. So we could use more 2-drops. And exploiting a Lantern Bearer with a Mind Leech Ghoul sounds pretty good. But yeah, it's just a question of how aggressive versus how defensive we are. Repository Scab could give us the Scared Thoughts back, which is pretty cool. Mind Leech Ghoul is a 2-drop, which is also sometimes nice. We're not getting the Drog Skull, so it's just a question between that and Scattered Thoughts. I chose the Scattered Thoughts. Could end up being a mistake. Siphon Instance, counter target spell, create a blood token, another Repository Scab. Alchemist Retrieval is just basically a 2-mana bounce. That's how I'm going to treat it. Bouncing your own creatures doesn't seem like a good idea most of the time. Don't see myself playing Serpentine Ambush. So it's Siphon Essence or Repository Scab. I'm actually going to... This is controversial, but I think I'm going to pick the Siphon Essence. Like, what do we bring back with Repository Scab? We bring back the Chill to the Grave and the Scattered Thoughts. Oh, it just auto-picked it for us. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Undying Malice, I think I want at this point. There's actually a nice little combo with Repository Scab and Undying Malice. Because you could Undying Malice something, sacrifice it with Repository Scab, get it back, bring back your Undying Malice. We already have 2 Stitched Assistants. And yeah, I think this Undying Malice will be more valuable for us. Alright, Selhoff Entomber, Dreadlight Monstrosity, or Vampire's Kiss. This is another zombie, and it is a 2-drop. Not sure discarded creature card is going to be that good, but it's good to know. We definitely seem to be more of the low to the ground deck. That's why the Vampire's Kiss was considered, but we are where we are. Point of discussion is card draw. I like that better than Fear of Death, because Fear of Death, like, we are the sacrifice. We are an example of what can happen if you just go with all of the Fear of Death cards. Just, they sacrifice it, or something of that nature. Markov Waltzer made all the way around. Red, is someone not taking red-white? I thought someone was taking red-white and just being super happy. Huh. Alright, I'll take another Scattered Thoughts over the Wandering Spirits. We now have access to value despite being an aggressive deck. And we actually want 2-drops now. Yeah, we have so much value now. 2 Scattered Thoughts, a Felsteiner, and a Pointed Discussion. This probably doesn't make the deck. But we want, like, we have 3 cards left. We want 3 2-drops. Alright. Skywrap Scab makes it around instead. That actually is a big signal that blue was way open. I think this Pointed Discussion gets thrown back. Because we have card draw here. We have 2 card draws here. We have card advantage in a lot of different areas. I'll grab the Ceremonial Knife just in case. We do have flyers that could get in and get us blood tokens. And blood tokens could be good to gauge through our deck. We do want better 2-drops. The Mind Leech Ghoul would have been a good pickup over the Scattered Thoughts. I did not know I was going to get another one back. I don't like 2 Ceremonial Knives. I will hold it in case we end up being the hyper-aggressive. Serpentine Ambush, not for our deck. Not splashing for Hiveheart Shaman. So it's Binding Geist, Selhoff Entomber, Persistent Specimen. So we have 7 3-drops already, so I don't really want more. Selhoff Entomber just isn't where I want to be, I don't think. Persistent Specimen. I mean, I could discard with Selhoff, and then I get a 3/3 exploit target in my graveyard, but yeah, I just don't know where I want to be. I'll take the Persistent Specimen, but I'm not taking it happily. Spectral Binding is not the worst. Yeah, the thing is, no one's picking blue, so this is actually... I might get the Binding Geist back around. And it's a Traveler Skull Scab. That's exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what we wanted. Whenever I exploit a non-token creature, create a 2/2 black zombie. We have a constant re-exploiting creature. We have 2 exploits here. It has to be exploits, so Jarolf doesn't work with it. We have exploit here. We have 2 exploits here. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. Skull Scab coming in. Clutch. Black zombies is best. Oof. Yeah. Alright. Ragged Recluse might come back around. We could use a 2-drop, even though it's just a 2/1 for us. Alright. I've been impressed with Foreboding Statue, but I think the Diregraph Scavenger is going to be where we go. We don't need the mana from Foreboding Statue. This is a zombie. It's a good zombie. It's going to gain us life in the process. It's going to be attacking in. We don't need the Persistent Specimen. Yeah. I don't like Steel Scott Spirit. Alchemist Retrieval, we don't really need. Yeah, I'm just going to pick a lot of cards, and then we'll pull out the cards we don't need. Doom Dissenter, another 2-drop. We love our 2-drops. Unhallowed Phalanx works great with Geralf, but I'm not going to play for that combo. I'd rather have my 2-drops. Alright, Wash Away is a counterspell. And a lot of people don't respect counterspells. I'm happy to have a Wash Away. It's a 3-bag counterspell. Its non-cleave cost is just for constructed. I'm not really worried about being able to cast it for 1. Chill to the Grave. Again, I love Chill. It's a card draw. I have so many zombies, and then the Repository Scabs could actually bring it back. Or the Doom Dissenter. We have 5 2-drops and 2 Lantern Bearers. I think we have enough early game. The Doom Dissenter is not a bad pickup at all, but I'd rather have the Chill to the Grave. Alright. Mind Leech Ghoul. I think I pick over the Cruel Witness. It just synergizes with our deck too well. We love the Exploit. We have cards that love the Exploit. We love zombies as well. So even though Cruel Witness is the better card generally, our curve says we want the Mind Leech Ghoul. Like, if we had less 4-drops and more 2-drops, I would pick the Cruel Witness, but that's not where we are. Do I want a 3rd Stitched Assistant? 6687. I mean, if we end up super into that deck. Yeah. First card I'm cutting, though, so. Alright. 3-drop. I'll have a Serpentine Ambush in case I just find I need bigger creatures at times. Unhallowed Phalanx, not going for that combo. Alright. Well, we have 5 cards to cut. Definitely getting that Skull Scab was a big pickup. Alright, 5 cards to cut. I think the Ceremonial Knife goes. Let's see, there's a 3-drop that I want to get rid of. Oh, I already got rid of it. There was like a counterspell I had. Between Repository Scab and Scattered Thoughts, I think I do get rid of 1 Scattered Thoughts. How many... Oh, 5 non-creatures. Never mind. Let's get rid of 1 Repository Scab. Well, actually, I'll just have... Yeah, that's good. That's good. 1 Repository Scab. Might get rid of the other Repository Scab. We have a Cruel Witness. We have a Bloodveil Purveyor. Yeah, I think so. And then we just get rid of the Desperate Farmer. And our curve is 5, 6, 7, then 4, 1. And we have card draw in 1, 2. Alright, so 2 card draw there. Then we have 2 cycling. 4 cycling. Okay, so 3 card draw, 4 cycling. 5 cycling technically. I'm not counting this as cycling. Actually, I'm going to pull out the Selhaven Tumor. Alright. Which means I can put in the Scattered Thoughts again, I think? And we only have 6 non-creatures, so I don't want more than 1 Repository Scab. Or... Oh, I only have... Maybe I do have a Repository Scab. Just try to figure out if I want the Scab or if I want Scattered Thoughts. Scab just basically brings back my Chill to the Grave. Nah, I'd rather have card draw. Alright. So yeah, 17 creatures, 6 non-creatures. For my sacrifice fodder, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 sacrifice fodder. Cruel Witness and Bloodveil Purveyor are just big, good flyers. Do I want to rip out the Cruel Witness for a Repository Scab? I think no. I think a Repository Scab is that good. Yep, just... Zombies. Don't really need to say anything else. Undying Malice is nice. Wash Away, I'm going to work. It's going to work. Don't disagree. It will work. And I get a hold of Scattered Thoughts with it. Alright. Chill to the Grave is great. Skull Scab is great. I like it. I like it. I have heard that the exploit is the weakest combination because it's hard to basically it's hard to get creatures to be exploited and the exploiters, and it's just like you're losing creatures to get value. But I think we have found the deck that can do it. All right, Lantern Bearer is a good card on their part. All right, I can play Doom Dissenter and happily double block. Unfortunately, blue-white's Disturb is definitely a very strong archetype. I could hold up Reanimating Persistent Specimen alongside Wash Away. That's actually kind of funny. This is not exile it when I counter it, so that is worth noting. Bloodveil Purveyor is going to be a big body to hold them off. Yep, I'll double block. Nope, not interested. Fine to hear that. I'm going to Doom Dissenter. I'm not going to hold up the Wash Away. So now I have double Doom. I have Persistent Specimen, and I'll have Cruel Witness next turn to hold off the Lantern Bearer. Griffin Cavalry cannot train. Not yet. Which is more important? Bloodveil Purveyor? I think Cruel Witness is big enough right now to threaten them. And it prevents them from getting... And by playing this one, it prevents them from getting tokens with Bloodveil Purveyor's ability. Alright, Distracting Geist. And now I play the Bloodveil Purveyor. I would like to stop drawing lands and start drawing exploit cards. I can actually count how many exploits I have. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting that as an exploit. 4, 5, 6. Oh, I only have 6. I only have 6. Good to consider. Well. I'm actually going to attack with both. I'm now forcing them to be the defender. And if they don't defend, then I'm attacking with 9, which is more than they'll be attacking with that on the crackback. And I have a Wash Away for any big threats. Any big game-changing effects, I get a Wash Away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're attacking back with 8. I'm not going to deny that. But I get a Wash Away any threats, and they can't really go on the ground. Yeah, I'm washing that away. It's big enough. And that actually lets me look through my deck. That's cool. I'm putting that in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. Alright, they do have blood tokens now. So they could be blooding things away if they want. Yep. And they make it bigger. Attacking with a Distracting Geist. That surprises me. What are they giving? Oh, they're giving the Distracting Geist flying. But wait, if they give it flying, then they can't use the Shield Basher to make it indestructible. Which means they gotta kill the Shield Basher, which is really bad for them. I think they made a mistake. Not indestructible. Not sure if they realized that was going to happen. Let's start with this. I want that in my hand. Alright. Mind Leech Ghoul and Scattered Thoughts. I think I just keep attacking in. Let's see, this is going to attack for 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is lethal. Hold up. Hold up. 7, 7, This is blocked. 8, 9. Nah, nah. I'm gonna Mind Leech him. I win next turn anyways. Let's just keep it safe. There we go. Glad I have 2 Skyward Thoughts then. I just exiled their Wanderlight Spirit. Cool. Alright, they have a lot of blood they could sacrifice, but they're now very much on the defensive. Yeah, they might use the Lantern Bearer to turn one of these creatures into a flyer, but they still have to deal with the 6/6 and the 3/3. Like, I'm just going to swing in for lethal if they don't have anything else this turn. This thing has Trample, which means it just wrecks over their head, basically. Oof. And Wash Away did its job. Wash Away stopped the Cruel Witness, gave me a mill with my Cruel Witness, did its job. I have Chill to the Graves in my deck, which I can use to tap down the Griffwing the Drogskull Infantry, and game over. Yeah. If they attack with Griffwing Cavalry, they're committing suicide. I just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless they have lethal this turn. Which they miss lethal by 1 damage. Nope, never mind. They have exact lethal. Oh my god, they had exact lethal! Oh my gosh. Alright. Opponent goes first. We have a Lantern Bearer. We'll have a Geralf. We have plenty of time to draw a Swamp. And I hated how Mulligan ended last time, so... I'm not blocking their Persistent Specimen. That was really unfortunate. Oh my gosh. So they have the perfect curve for the same deck I have. I think I need to leave this up to block. Well. Real bad start for me. Now my zombies have flying, so when I get Mind Leech Ghoul, I'll be able to sack this, get a 2/2 flyer, and exile a card from their hand. But, yeah, it looks like they have the exact deck I have, except they actually went off. Yep, and here they go going off. And yeah, I'll be scanning Thoughts during their turn if I do not draw a Swamp. Even if I draw a Swamp, I'm not even sure I Mind Leech Ghoul. Yeah, even if I draw a Swamp, I think I have to Scatter Thoughts. Well, we're mono blue. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If they attack with a 2/2, I can double block. That's why they're not attacking, which means they have no combat tricks. That is good. That is a good signal. Yeah. If I get access to 2 Swamps, I might just grab 2 Swamps with Scared Thoughts. Alright, that's a good signal for us of what's in their hand. Like, really? They have a combat trick? Cradle of Safety. That's it. Okay. Well, I'm losing Geralf. That's okay. Well, that was unfortunate. I thought, like, the fact they weren't attacking, I thought signaled that they had no combat tricks. Still no black mana. Gone through almost half my deck, not a single Swamp. Alright, I'm going to wait for their turn to chill to the grave. Yeah, this ain't okay. What's happening right now? Not okay. Yeah, so that one, they managed to have a kill spell in their... They happened to kill us. They happened to have 6 damage in hand. Yeah, they had 6 damage in hand our last game. And this game, we just can't draw a swamp to save our lives. This is cast. This is not cast. They're only attacking with 2. I think the Lantern Bearer, scaring them, is more important right now. Alright. Alright. Play this. Do I want to play the Undead Butler? I think the Undead Butler basically does the same results, and it allows us to bring back Geralf or Felsteeder, which scares them. So, I'm going to play this, hold up Wash Away and Scattered Thoughts, depending on where we are at the end of all of this. There's my Skull Scab. Just need to figure out what I want to bring back. Scavenger could be good. Geralf. Yeah, I don't think this is a place for Geralf anymore. Scavenger kills something. It has 3 health and 2 attack. I think I'm blocking here, and then let's say I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And now, do they kill the Lantern Bearer instead? Yep, which is why I assumed they would. So now I get Scattered Thoughts more freely. Alright, that needs to get washed away. Alright. So I'm going to Stitched Assistant, sacrificing the Undead Butler. And with that Undead Butler, I am bringing back the Diregraph Scavenger. And I'm going to play the Diregraph Scavenger because it's a bigger body. And we're going to exile their Persistent Specimen. Gain ourselves some life and have more bodies in play. So now our 3-2 can block their 4-3. My 2-3 could block all their 2-2s. Next turn, we can Mind Leech, or we could Scattered Thoughts. Like, we definitely fell behind. We fell far, far behind. And we're dead. Well, this ain't fun. The first one was just the other deck being good. This one was just a horrible inconsistency that we have no control over. Is there anything we could do? I think we have to knock out Scattered Thoughts and put in a Repository Scab. We just need the... Or I'd actually rather have the Stitch Assist over the Repository. Yeah. Just get ourselves another 3-drop, another... Maybe a Desperate Farmer in this deck? Nah. Yeah, we just need more creatures. More on the ground. Opponent goes first. We have playables. I will say if I mulligan, it will just get worse. That's what's been happening, so I'm sticking. I know it's a very risky play. They went to 6. We're hoping they don't have pressure. Alright, we'll have an Undead Butler. The Undead Butler gets flying. And then we have a Cruel Witness behind it. We have more than enough card draws at an additional land. Alright, well they're either taking Wash Away or Butler. Probably Butler. I personally would like, that actually tells us a lot about our hand. If they have big creatures, they want to take the Wash Away. If they want to... Otherwise, I think they're taking the Butler. So if they take the Wash Away, I think we have to deal with big threats in the future and be ready for that. Alright. And they now know my hand, so I have Geralf, I have Wash Away. No lands. Oof. That's why they took the Butler. Alright, so we need to kill them before they get their lands back, so... Start by attacking. Then we Cruel Witness. And now we get to hold up both Wash Away and Scatter Thoughts, which is where the value comes in. We're in a fantastic position. We're going to have... We're not in as fantastic as a position, but we're still okay. We are not exploiting, but I am playing a 3-drop. I think this is actually more valuable than the Scattered Thoughts. Yeah, I'd rather have a 3-2 flyer than a card draw. Alright. Now we get to hold up Wash Away and Scared Thoughts. The Scab does have 2 creatures to exile, but... I think at this point, yeah, Scared Thoughts, Wash Away, that's how I'm going to win this game. If they... Because now they can play a card, it gets countered, and I just keep applying pressure, I then play the Scab. Yeah. Like, this plays more pressure, but... Next turn, I'll Scab, I'll... Alright, they play Diregraph Scavenger. So the question is, do I just want to kill it, wash it away, or do I let them exile a creature, and I just fly over them? I think I just fly over them. Alright. Alright, I want the Chill to the Grave. And... I think I just want another Chill to the Grave. Yeah. Sounds good. So I can Bloodveil Purveyor and still Chill to the Grave. I can Skywrap Scab and use Visionary to turn it into a 5/5 flyer. I think that is the heads-up play. Flying 3/2. And this will be a flying 5/5. Chill to the Grave has 1,000 targets. This thing gained them their life, and now it's done. Just want to make sure it didn't say only as a sorcery. And I think with the 2 Chill to the Graves, I am going to turn this into a 5/5, even if they kill my Geralf. If they attack, I will block and then sacrifice Skywrap Scab. I'm gonna rejection that. I could sacrifice that. Nah. Do I want to sacrifice this in response to get a 2/2? It also denies them the card draw. Alright. Mind Leech, exile a card in their hand means nothing. I have 6 mana, so I could Doom to Center, hold up Wash Away. I could hold up Wash Away and Geralf. That sounds good. Might have wanted to Mind Leech Ghoul for the exploit, but, like, just as a 2/2 flyer, but I think I'm fine as is. Yeah, I have a Wash Away to protect it. I have next turn I'll have 5, 6, 7. Alright, it would have been correct to play Mind Leech because I'd have lethal. Actually, I still have lethal if they don't If they don't kill any creatures. Screaming Swarm? I mean, I win the game even with this in play. Alright. Second Chill to the Grave. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. There we are. Took a little bit. But, yep, we had a lot of options during that game. Wash Away helped a lot, even being visible for our opponent. We never even played it, but I think what it did is it prevented them from doing anything else, which is exactly what we want to see it doing. I go first. I'm keeping 7. This is not the best hand, but I'm keeping 7. We'll play the Stitch Assistant first, give us a 3-2 that I'm happy to sacrifice. Then, yeah. Figure it out as we go. And I want the 3-2, not the Scry. So now I have Chill the Grave if I want it. Otherwise, I have Scattered Thoughts. I'm going to attack. I could Diagraph Scavenger their creature and still have a good body. Otherwise, I could Scattered Thoughts. 3, I lose the... This is tough. So if I Scattered Thoughts this turn, I could Chill to the Grave, Felsteer next turn. Yeah. I think it's either Diagraph Scavenger or Scattered Thoughts. If I attack, I am requiring I play Diagraph Scavenger to block. I'm going to go with Scattered Thoughts. Well, I'm not even blocking this. What? I should have attacked. Braid. Yeah, I should have just attacked the Farber. Oh well. And now I can't exactly Chill to the Grave. A lot of mistakes on my part in that turn. If I lose, I've got to blame it on myself. Alright. I definitely want the Skull Scab and the Biolume Egg. That's a perfect next turn. Oh, man. Perfection. Okay, we're back in this game. Scry 2. Don't need any more lands. Undead Butler is a sacrifice for Felsteiner. That sounds perfect. And now, we are back in this game in a big way. So a 4/4 that the Desperate Farmer can't deal with. I'm wondering what they have that's 2 mana that allows them to target Fiends. Like, I can't think of any kill spell. Hero's Downfall is the only one in this format. Yeah, this format doesn't have Power Word Kill or anything like that, so... It has Gift of Fanes, so they could kill the Biolume by attacking, losing their Desperate Farmer and their Gift of Fanes, but I don't think that's where they want to be. No, not what I want to hit. Alright, they're taking my Lantern Bearer, 100%. They're not taking my Lantern Bearer? That is absolutely shocking. Alright, now I have 2 Lantern Bears. I could Lantern's Lit this and just attack for 5. Or I could keep developing board state. What do I even bring back? Nothing. Nothing big. Scavenger, they have nothing in their grave that I care about. I still think this is the play because it gives me more cards. I am not sure about that decision, just to be clear. I could have chilled to the grave for something, but I already played a land that turn, so... Let's force them to use... So I'm thinking they might have a Lacerate Flesh, and they were hoping to use that on their Biolume Serpent next turn. They have a Bleed Dry. That could work on the Biolume. Yeah, I'm just not blocking the Diagraph Scavenger if it attacks. I am so shocked that they didn't take my Lantern Bearer. Alright, I have a 5/5 flyer as my win condition. I just gotta kind of gum up the board until then, as far as I care. I will use my 2/2 zombie against the Desperate Farmer. I'll let the Diagraph Scavenger get through. Yep, go right ahead. I'm getting a little low on health. That is a concern. And they do have a lot of cards in hand. That's another concern. But in every other aspect, we're pretty darn good. Alright, that's pretty scary. I almost want to Stitch Assistant first. Because I don't want to lose the life. We don't really have creatures in the grave, anyways. Like, I will bring back the Lantern Bearer. You know what? That's actually the play. I bring back the Lantern Bearer, I play it. Can I order this? Can I order this? Alright. You may exile it. Yeah, I think I want to draw a card first. Yep. Not what I want to draw. Yeah. I will play this. Blood case Socialite attacks as a 5/5. I will double block. I think we tap down the Desperate Farmer. We either tap down the Socialite or the Farmer, and that's the big question. I think if I tap down the Socialite, they're never attacking with the Farmer. We're just taking the Diagraph Scavenger hits, and we threaten lethal very soon. So... do want to see what else they do. I think I will be playing Mind Leech Ghoul over the Felsteiner, because while I do want the exploits trigger, I do not want to deal with the life loss of Felsteiner. We are at that point in the game, I think. Alright, Cruel Witness is great. Next turn, they'll probably be attacked with the Desperate Farmer just to survive, which is actually a consideration. I could have kill the Desperate Farmer because they'd be attacking with it to survive. Okay, hold up. Zombies have flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was not how I expected to win that. I am happy, but that is not how I expected to win that. So we have Persistent Specimen into Skull Scab. I know we don't have much else, but we have Persistent Specimen into Skull Scab. It's a great start you have. Be a shame if I was stronger than it. Alright. I'm hoping for a land, so I can Lantern Bearer Doom to center. And then I would Stitch Assist it. Trying to Doom to center to a lot of zombie tokens. I'm keeping the Skull Scab safe. We know that they have a 2-mana Destroy Target attacking creature. There's a 3-mana 2/2 with haste that could attack as a 4/2. We will block the 4/2 and let their Perish Blade Genie turn into a 2/3. You're going to attack with the zombie. Just the zombie. Not the Skull Scab. Lantern Bearer. And Doom to center. If we don't draw a land, we just Stitch Assistant. Get rid of the Doom to center. I think they were really hoping to kill the Skull Scab, and now they're trying to figure out... Rending Flame. Wow. That's a bit aggressive. I don't blame them, but... Alright, now I want to have the Cruel Witness, so I can... block the Markov Waltzer easily. But yeah, we did know we were... Alright, awesome. So it's Cruel Witness or Bloodveil Purveyor. I think this will draw out their kill spells and prevents them from getting blood tokens. So this takes priority. Yep. This is a bit risky, leaving the Perish Blade Trini unattended, but it is my decision, and I made my decision. Reckless Impulse, okay. Just lands. That is actually pretty good for them, because it means that they don't have to worry about land draws in the future, but also... So it's like, they drew 2 duds, but it's the perfect way to draw the 2 duds. Because now they can just play their lands from here. Doesn't mean any lands in their hand get stuck, but... Yep. Up to 2. So the correct answer... There is a correct answer there. But... Alright. So I think... I attack with Zombie and Cruel Witness. Zombie can be double blocked with Perish Blade Trainee. Again, I run into their kill spell if they have it, which is actually perfect for me, because that means the Bloodveil Purveyor stays safe, because they have the 2 mana to kill my Cruel Witness. There it is. Now, did they take the 2? Okay, they just thought. They just pat. Okay. Do you have another kill spell, sir? Or Hootenanny? Guess. Could be off. Why would you play the plains in your hand? Now the mountain disintegrates. if I draw a land, I get to stitch Persistent Specimen and then Stitch Assistant it. So that's pretty nice. Yep. I'm attacking with the Blood Veil Purveyor. It's so much damage. Attack with the zombie still. Do they have another kill spell for the Blood Veil Purveyor? I think I actually just sacrifice the Doom Dissenter still. I want the 3 mana open in case I draw a card worth playing off of it. Lantern Flare on that. Alright. Oh man, they couldn't kill the Blood Veil Purveyor, so they just went with what they had. Alright, they did gain a Law of Life though, so I have to consider that. Oh, that's perfect tapping actually. Get myself nice good 2/2 zombie. Don't want to draw a land. I'll Mind Leech them on a future turn, I think. That could be a land as far as we know. If I Mind Leech, like, I get to play Persistent Specimen this turn, Mind Leech next turn. And, like, blood tokens are going to make sure they don't have to draw lands too often, but... Alright. That's actually really good for me. Because the 4/2 doesn't stop my Blood Veil Purveyor. At this point, I think I... Oh, before the turn ends. Alright, let's get rid of the card in their hand. Alright, so now they have to lose this card. And really what they should do is they should sacrifice the blood token so I'm not attacking them as a 7/6 trampler. But... Wow. Multiple Lantern Flares. Impressive. Alright. Well, I could play Felsensteiner. Lantern's lit it. Oof. Hey, AK Rollsack! Thank you very much for the raid! Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, we're just doing some, Magic the Gathering drafts. We're applying some good damage to our opponent here. And just trying to leverage it to a victory. Here, I think we will be using the Felsensteiner, sacrificing the Lantern Bearer to get ourselves more card draw. Alright. But yeah, glad to have you here, man. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Let's see. So, while this is here... Bane, SO, a.k.a. roll. Get yourself a little recognition. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. So, yeah. Oh. So, he drew a Blood Hypnotist, discarded it. Yep, so one of the things about giving them that blood is they're able to discard it to draw into the cards they need. Well, the Lantern Bearer is going to allow us to turn the Felsensteiner to something bigger. Or the like. Alright, so now they get an attack in. Always watch you play Magic, always a show. Glad to hear. This is a very scary one. We did not have the best deck. And we have to take out our opponent very soon. Or else they're just going to... Like, they have a very aggressive start. This thing is basically an indestructible creature when it attacks. So... I think I am taking the 5 damage from that guy. Alright. And the reason I'm taking the 5 damage is because, yeah, that's indestructible. And I want to use this to kill it. I want to keep the Felsensteiner around. Alright, now I'm hoping to draw... I'm hoping I'm done drawing lands. I drew 8. Alright, cool. So I could Lantern Bearer, turn this to a 4/3 attack. Alright. I will have the Undying Malice wants to be on a creature that's not just cannon fodder, because I don't think it brings back the zombie token. Alright, now I'm holding up the Undying Malice and a Persistent Specimen, so if they kill this, I could still Persistent Specimen, Undying Malice, and trigger this itself. So we're hoping they don't draw good cards. I did give them blood to help cycle away their lands and other such cards. They've already cycled away 2 lands using blood. They managed to get a kill spell on the previous card. Question is, now what? Alright, I've learned from my previous fight with these aggressive decks that I need to block this. They will have just like random pumps, and I could get thrown in the air for lethal. So I'm blocking this even though my creature just dies with no value. Because I have a 4/3 flyer, and that's my win condition right now. Persistent Specimen, because of course. Can't block. Awesome. So now if they kill my Felsteiner, I can Undying Malice my Felsteiner, turn it in, which will bring it back. It can exploit itself, and I win the game by targeting them, making them draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So I think there's no way out for them other than killing me this turn. Ooh! So, this deck started with me losing twice, aka Roll Sack. I lost twice with this deck immediately. I just got to my 3rd win, which means I am breaking even at the very least. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Alright. I'm keeping the Skull Scab play. Yep. So, in case you're wondering, my last draft, I had to mulligan like 3 different times, and every mulligan was a loss. I think there was one example where it wasn't a loss. So, I'm just banking on this working, because I do not want a mulligan anymore. I might just play Skull Scab as a 2-mana 2/2. My opponent is quite stationary. Over Gudo, please decide. Decision was made. Alright, so my big question is, do I play Skull Scab as just a 2/2? If I play as a 2/2, I could play Stitch Assistant, exploit it immediately, turn that into a 2/2, and draw a card in the process. I'm going to decline the exploit. We're going to take 2 damage from the Sentient Pack Leader, and we're then going to, as I said, Stitch Assistant. Alright. And yes, the great thing is this can exploit itself, and Skull Scab, whenever a creature is exploited, I get a 2/2 zombie. Doesn't matter how it was exploited. Yeah, I think I want that. Alright, I'm happy trading the Pack Leader with a 2/2. Next turn I could Cruel Witness, get myself a 3/3. You're facing a very multicolored deck. Alright. Cruel Witness is a great card. Oof. I think next turn I'm going to be I'm going to be using Scattered Thoughts. Or Chill to the Grave. Alright. So here's the thing. I might exploit my Skull Scab just to get myself the card draw and keep the Death Toucher around. That's definitely attacking. And I definitely want to Chill to the Grave that. And I think I want to draw the cards. I think the Skull Scab has done its... I can Undying Malice, then the Skull Scab. Skull Scab comes back, wants to exploit. I could Undying Malice the Cruel Witness, turn it into a 4/4. A lot of good options. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that one the best. Just get myself a big creature and have Chill to the Grave for a later turn. Alright. Mouse, don't need that swamp. And now I kill the Cruel Witness. I get it back. I get a 2/2. I draw cards. Alright. Again, I think Stitch Assistant exploiting itself with Skull Scab is the best play a lot of the time. Alright. I get to tap down one of the Ragged Recluses next turn, so they can't even gain life off of it. I'll take the Falconrest Celebrants to the face. Black, red, blue, green. Are we just facing a 5-color deck? That's entirely possible. That's not how I would have tapped it, but okay. And that's exactly why I wouldn't have tapped it that way. I'm keeping that one. Alright, I get a Chill to the Grave, one of those witches, which prevents them from gaining life. Which, gaining life is how they're getting out of this situation. I'm okay taking the Falconrest Celebrant to the face. Henrika. Darn. Actually, I could tap that down. Transform? Alright. And this is why I want to have the 2 blue open, but that's okay. My game tapped down in a weird way. And now we're here. They don't really have good attacks. I made sure they don't have good attacks, though. If they attack with the witches, I will... The Felsleaner kills one. Wait, hold up. They're at 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's lethal. Alright. Cool beans. Awesome. Cool. Skull Scab, I'm keeping. Yeah, Watch Away is just the 3-mana counter spell, in case anyone's wondering. I'm trying to think. There might be some flashback cards. Do blue-red have flashback in this format? Maybe. Sorry about that. Snarling Wolf. Alright. So here's a question. Do I want Skull Scab into... I think I want Doom Dissenter into Skull Scab. Bit slower, but... And I will not be blocking the Snarling Wolf. Unless, of course, they tap down their mana, so I know they can't pump it. Oh, they pump it prematurely. Okay. We are taking some strong starting damage, but they are running out of resources. Oop. Let's attack for 1 first. Then we create a board. This is what I call a board. Alright, so do we want to kill the Sporeback Wolf or the Snarling Wolf? Because we can double block one to kill it. And we will double block it with the zombies. The Skull Scab we want to use with the Assistant. No creatures in their grave? There's a creature in my grave I can kill with Diagraph. Alright. I think I can just Scavenger, get myself... Because, yeah, I need to be able to block that, and Death Touch is a great way to block it. And I'm okay losing the Doom Dissenter. No. I need to apply pressure. They're at 3 cards in hand. Next turn, I Cruel Witness, giving me a good old flyer. Turn after that, I could Stitch Assistant and hold up Wash Away if things go well. They are scary boys. But if they attack, my Crackback is pretty threatening itself. The problem is, a lot of their cards ask that they invest more mana. Ooh. I like this. I can Mind Leech Ghoul one of their cards away, and then I'm holding up Wash Away. I like that slightly better. Alright. So we're gonna start by attacking with these two. Just those two. Because I'm okay. They can't pump up their Snarling Wolf. Exploit itself. Skull Scab makes I get the 2/2 back. And they have to discard a card, which leaves them very limited in resources. I get a Wash Away during their turn. Alright, they lost their other Sportback Wolf. Oof. I think I just counter that to keep them off the board. Yep. Counter that to keep them off the board. Alright. Wait, if I attack with everything, 1, 2, 3... Yeah. They're nearly dead right here. And then I get a Cruel Witness. Because, yeah, if they block... Like, yeah, this is the correct block. And then they're at 1 health. And I have Cruel Witness. Yep, that was pretty simple. They had a lot of aggression, but then when I became the aggressor, that was the game. Alright. Sorry about that, Eldrazius. But the pressure did not last. Too much mana was spent just applying pressure and not developing. Doom Dissenter. Mill. I do not like, we've seen how often I've lost by mulliganing my hand. This is a bad hand. This is a hand many people would mulligan. But I have a 2-drop. I have a 3-drop. I have a pseudo 3-drop that draws a card. Like, as long as I don't just keep drawing lands, we're good. Deep breaths. We could draw more than lands. Alright. Thank you, Felsteiner. Glad to have you come in just in time to stop the Weaver of Blossoms stuff. Now I get draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Get an island. Persistent Specimen, hold up Undying Malice and Chill of the Grave. If they attack with Weaver, I'm okay with it. Oh! Alright, I'm just gonna swing in then. I think I'm just gonna Geralf and Persistent Specimen. Now I have 5 flying damage, which is pretty awesome. I could chill to the grave something if I feel it's a threat. I can start sacrificing persistent specimens to turn them into 1/1 flyers until Geralf dies. Maybe not the best plan because it means my Undying Malice doesn't stay protected. Alright, so they exiled that. Undying Malice couldn't have saved it anyways. Alright, so I have 4 mana to create a 1/1 zombie token, and zombies have flying thanks to this, so we're not in the worst spot. I think I still play the Scab. This looks like Hearthstone? I don't know how to respond to that, other than it's not Hearthstone. It is very similar. Hearthstone did take a lot of ideas from this game, so... Alright. So I could chill to the... No, if I chill to the grave, I'm no longer holding up Wash Away. I'm okay with them having a 3/4. I'd rather just hold up the Wash Away, and if they don't do anything, I get a Persistent Specimen combo. Playing the Skywrap Scab just develops a 2/5, not really significant. This thing doesn't give it reach, so... Just move forward. Lit Flip tonight. Next turn we could chill to the grave and Undying Malice or something like that. Sharpshooter? I could chill to the grave it. I just don't want them to be able to stop my Reacher, to stop my flyers. Oh, the visuals. Okay, okay. Yeah. That was probably not the good counter, but it's alright. If they have a kill spell, I have Undying Malice to protect me. Attack with both. I'll take 2. No attacks. Alright. Sounds good. Back to day. No Skywrap Scab. But I can chill to the grave their Unhallowed Phalanx just to keep it day. I could Skywrap Scab just to put 2 more power on board. That leaves... Nah, I like chill to the grave. Which I will do on their turn, I think. Because if I do it on their turn, it holds them down for an additional turn. So, I'm going to put a stop at their upkeep. So the reason I'm stopping at their upkeep is so that their creature can't be used for mana. If they use it on their upkeep, it gets lost by the time their turn actually begins. There we are. Definitely drawing too many lands. That is a problem when you don't have token generation. Alright, that's just card draw. They do need more answers to flyers. Desperate Farmer. Alright. They don't have a way to kill their creatures, so that's okay. And now I get my little combo going off. So this only gives me a 1/1 flyer, but it's no card cost on my end. Yeah, way too many lands on my side. Alright, they now have Lifelinker, so I'm gonna just play the Skywrap Scab. Yep. I don't have creatures to do that with. I just realized I could use Geralf, sacrifice the Skywrap Scab, turn it into a 5/5 flyer, and I think that's lethal. Alright. We have 5 damage in the air as is. They were a 3-color deck the entire time. They discard a Snarling Wolf. Definitely not useful for them right here. Bleed Dry will save them. Bleed Dry saves them big. That does not. Yep, and this is why Unhallowed Phalanx isn't the best in this format. Alright, they're all tapped out. So, we're all good. So, as they end their turn, I turn Skywrap Scab into a 5/5 flyer. And yep, turned out discountering their reach creature was good enough. Ooh. Alright. Sargon Veto. Okay, so this is scary. They're a bronze opponent, and they're here, which usually tells us they have a very strong deck. We have Lantern Bearer, into no 2-drop, into Felsteiner, sacrificing the Lantern Bearer for 2 card draws. Alright. Our opponents have been mulliganing quite a bit. I wonder if that's a theme with this format, or with a theme with a shuffler. Something's going weird, because I feel like there's a lot more mulligans than I'm used to. Just with this format in particular. Maybe, I think I know what it is. Some decks have just like very powerful finishers, so people are probably mulliganing to get them a better opportunity of finding that finisher. Alright, we have our Lantern Bearer. Not really a card I'm too worried about getting eaten or destroyed in some way. I will attack. If you want to use your destroy target attacking creature spell, I am 100% down. You have something. If this School Scab lands, that could be game. Because, yeah. Alright. What are they doing? Nope. Alright. 2/2 zombie. Yeah, we drew a 2-drop. Like, our one problem with our hand is we didn't have a 2-drop. And now we drew a 2-drop. Spore Crawler? Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just going to chill to the grave. I'm going to Persistent Specimen and chill to the grave during their turn, I think. Then next turn I could Felsteiner. I don't need to be too aggressive. Yeah, I don't need to be too aggressive. Vampire Slayer? Okay. Tap that out, draw me a card. Lantern Flares, alright. Fair enough. But they are running very low on cards very quickly. Alright. I'm attacking with a 2/2. I'm going to Scattered Thoughts, I think. I don't need the board presence of Skywrath Scab. Mind Leech Ghoul is going to be great in just a little bit. Scattered Thoughts is good. Next turn I can Mind Leech Ghoul Felsteiner. My guess is they're going to play a land and some card. By the way, this is like the 3rd Lantern Flare I've seen in... I'm not sure if it was in the last 2 drafts or in just this draft, but... quite a lot of Lantern Flares, which is surprising given it's a rare. Alright. Next I get a Scattered Thoughts. Put some creatures in my grave. Yeah, not blocking. I would like an island, and beyond that, I'm not sure, honestly. No islands. I like the Doom Dissenter with the Mind Leech Ghoul. How do I feel about the Diagraph? Good enough. Alright. Now I can actually attack with a Persistent Specimen, I think. Actually, I'm just going to block with a Persistent Specimen. So they have 2 cards left in hand. I'm going to Felsteiner, sacrificing the Persistent Specimen, because I need a land drop. And that was not how you should have tapped. Didn't matter. Alright, now we're getting mana issues. Having 4 lands. Alright. I wanted an island. I didn't think the swamp was necessary. Allenbeck Escort. Alright, so they are a heavy aggressor deck. And they've revealed their hand. Force them to sacrifice the Allenbeck Escort. Force them... Yep, I'm okay with this. So if they want to sacrifice the Allenbeck to keep the 2-2 around, that's fine. I killed the 3-2. And now I can Diregraph Horde their Escort. I really need lands, people. If you could offer me a land in this trying time. Till then, let's get rid of that last card in their hand. That was a good rip, as far as I care. Actually, no, it wasn't. It really didn't. That card did not matter. Alright. We could double block a 3-3. We are very low on health, and there's not much we can do about that because we did not draw our lands in time. Fortunately, it is possible that they could just draw duds for the rest of the game effectively. We will be blocking the Recruit first, then the Vampire, then we will be double blocking the Militia Rallier. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are taking a lot of damage. No denying that. It is possible for this deck to have combat tricks, and I just can't do anything about that. Alright, so now we have a 2-1. We drew an island. Alright, I think I Stitch Assistant, and then I Chill to the Grave next turn. Tapping that down even longer. And that's how... And then next turn, we Diregraph Scavenger to keep ourselves alive. Or I could Skywrap Scab, kill 2 creatures. I'm going to do that on a future turn. Decline. If we can just... So I'm thinking they have a land in their hand. Or something of similar nature. So we'll go Confinement. Getting rid of that. Alright. I'm going to tap down the Militia Rallier. That way they have to attack with these 2. And then I could block and kill the Spore Crawler. Alright, I'm getting my lands now, but it might be too little too late. Actually, I'm going to block the Vampire Slayer. What am I... Oh my god! What am I doing? What am I doing, honestly? I think that game was still winnable, but it was definitely a bad, tight spot. I am an idiot. That was a foolish decision in 13 ways. But we got 6 wins off of that. That was my foolish decision. That was... I think I could have won that. I really think... Like, I had a wash away in hand. I had a few ways to gain life. I was starting to develop the board again. I was starting to get myself back together. I had 7 cards in hand. I could have got that. But that was my foolishness that killed me there. Oh my gosh. Tells you, sometimes, that is a big theme with Magic the Gathering. You cannot play forever. I did a draft before this, and I guess I just got exhausted from that, because that was not an okay way to end that. That was not an okay way to end that. Oh my gosh. Stitch's Uprising is pretty cool. Yeah, just I'd show you some of the cards, because some people like seeing the pack openings. And I am planning to work a little bit on Limited. Skull Scab was great. Definitely needed some removal with it. Pretty awesome stuff. Unfortunate how that ended, but that unfortunate theme was all my fault. So, not much that needs to be said there. Alright. Well, with this, I think I am... Like, I've just proven that I'm kind of done playing Magic the Gathering, unless you're okay with me making mistakes. So I think I'm closing up now. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I hope you recognize how low your health is. And don't make stupid mistakes like that.